Well, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'll do one about Hut 2.1, which you can see behind me here. As you may know if you've been reading my blog, Hut 2.1 actually um, is about 120 square feet. It's 15 feet long this way and 8 feet wide. Uh, and Originally it was going to be a little bit smaller. Is going to be 12 feet by 8 feet, but then I added a 3-foot extension to it, which is the sort of lower profile bit hanging out there. We're looking at the south facing side here. As you'll notice, I put as many windows as I can here to let as much sunlight in. In the summer, I'll probably want to put up some shade over the windows to not let the heat in. They're all really good double pane, low E, argon filled glass, and I got all the windows really cheap at salvage shops and from friends and such. The total cost so far has, the material cost at least, has been about $2,000, which is pretty darn cheap. It's about what, like 15 bucks a square foot or something. Yeah. The But that's not including the chimney, which will be about another $600 or $700. So, but total cost will probably be under about $3,000, and that's including all the lumber, the windows, the door, insulation panels, um, exterior siding, pretty much everything. So it's not built to code necessarily, but it's cheap. We're looking at Hut 2.1 from the opposite direction now. As you can see, so this is the north-facing side, and you can see I only have one window there, which is a bit of a shame because the nice view out across the valley is on this side. But windows obviously have very little insulation. These are about R3, R3.3, and you don't get much heat gain from the north. So obviously the more windows you have, the more heat you'll lose without gaining much heat. And so that's why they say you shouldn't have windows on the north side. I do have one window here on the west facing side. Again, as you'll notice, there's no window up on the loft. That was because I decided that in the summer, as the sun is setting to the west, northwest, I didn't want all that sunlight, low-hanging sunlight coming in from the west and making the structure really warm. On the other hand, the scenery out to the west is very nice. It's all sort of just pine trees, and so I did put one window there so I can enjoy the trees, and also let in a little bit of afternoon light. And that's one of the nice things about building custom structures, custom homes, is you can, orient your structure how you want it and decide where you want the windows and kind of balance these different factors between sort of heat gain, heat loss, and where the good views are, what you want to see or don't want to see. This is in contrast to if you have a house in the suburbs and everything's laid out in a neat little grid with little regard to solar orientation. Your windows are going to be facing this way or that, regardless of whether that's efficient or even what you want. So okay, let's take a look inside now. Okay, so now we're looking at the inside of the structure from the doorway. The bathroom is going to be right here. As you can see, there's a sliding window there for ventilation. Right now I have this temporary ladder here going up to the loft. Obviously there will be a more permanent ladder there eventually. The loft is about 7 feet by 8 feet with 3 windows on 3 sides. It's basically just big enough for the bed and not much else. And I think the plan is currently to put a couch right here underneath those windows so I can sit and read where there's good light. We're looking now at the extension on the far end here. It's going to be the kitchen. I think the stove is also going to go over there. Not quite sure yet, but one of the corners will be the stove. And then right here, right next to the door, will be a desk. Again, this is the north side window, which has the nice view, so I can sit at the desk and write while I enjoy the nice scenery. Okay, so now we're up on the loft. As you can see, the loft itself isn't huge. It's big enough for my bed. But it's pretty comfortable. It's big enough for my mattress and my nice comforter, and it's also high up, so it stays pretty warm. I've got a lot of windows. Look out at the trees from here. So in all, it's pretty awesome. Still have some work to do, obviously. As you notice, I still have a lot of insulation to put up on the outside, and the siding needs to go on as well. And the interior, obviously, I haven't even started at all. But it'll get there. And I'll do another video probably when it's actually completely done. But this is the end of the tour. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I'll see you again later.